There have been heroes dotted all along the road to Kiev. From Trent Alexander-Arnold's free kick at Hoffenheim, to Mohamed Salah's incredible performance at home to Roma. There have been standout performances, and performers, from the playoff round to the semi-final. Most of them will be remembered forever, but there are certain contributions which may have been forgotten. The likes of Alexander-Arnold, Salah, Roberto, Firmino and Sadio may have etched their names into folklore for this breathtaking tilt at Europe's greatest prize. But here are three who had a big part to play in the Reds' assault on the Champions League who might not get the deserved credit. Simon Mignolet saves a penalty during Hoffenheim v Liverpool. Image, Andrew Powell, Liverpool FC via Getty Images. The penalty king, Simon Mignolet. Hard to believe, but Liverpool's Champions League campaign received the worst possible start. Dejan Lovren slid in on Serge Gnabry and, with 11 minutes played, Hoffenheim were awarded a penalty. A difficult tie was about to become much more difficult. The Bundesliga club, managed by the talented Julian Nagelsmann, had been considered the true banana skin of the playoff round. To fall behind so soon would have been hugely problematic. Stepped forward Simon Mignolet. Renowned for his penalty-saving ability, he kept out Andrei Krimeric's effort to his left to keep the game goalless. The Reds would eventually go on to triumph 2-1 in Germany, and 6-3 on aggregate, to reach the group stages. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain celebrates his goal. Image, Colin Lane. The midfield powerhouse, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. How cruel this sport can be. After years of suffering with Arsenal in this competition, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain strode out for a semi-final with new club Liverpool, having played a key part in their run to that stage. And then his season ended with a freak knee injury. Oxlade-Chamberlain's efforts had been pivotal throughout the campaign, but none more so than the quarter-final against Manchester City. Scoring a powerful long-range effort in the first leg, the midfielder was one of the stars of the 3-0 win at Anfield. His work in the second leg was just as important, if not as noticeable. It was he who offered the Reds' first real-sided goal at the Etihad, with Liverpool under the cosh against a City side needing 2 more goals to force extra time. At halftime, Jurgen Klopp pointed to Oxlade-Chamberlain's work towards the end of the half, and hailed that opportunity as the reason Liverpool would win, as it highlighted how City could be troubled at the back. Liverpool would come out in the second half as a different side and win 2-1, and 5-1 on aggregate. Philippe Coutinho with the match ball under the back of his shirt at the final whistle. The Brazilian in the bad books, Philippe Coutinho, an unpopular choice, undoubtedly. But the Brazilian deserves some recognition for his work in the group stage, surely. Though he missed out on the hammering of Porto, the high-octane elimination of Manchester City in the 13-goal thriller with Roma, opting, instead, to move to Barcelona in January and ending his hopes of Champions League glory for the season, Coutinho still had a role to play earlier on. With 5 goals in 5 games, he scored the equalizer in Spartak Moscow and had a hand in 3 of the 7 goals in Maribor. He saved the best until last, however, captaining the side and scoring a hat-trick in the must-win game against Spartak in the final game of the group stage. Though it was rarely in doubt, with the Reds triumphing 7-0, it was his penalty which settled the nerves early on. If Liverpool win the European Cup for a 6th time, it will undoubtedly be regarded as his loss. But he did play some part in it before his £142 million move.